I don't have excuses. I have explanations and reasons why I made decisions, but they're not, they don't excuse what I was doing. My stuff is my stuff, and I've owned it to the court. I've owned it to the public. I have no intention of hiding from it or running from it. I had drugs at a really bad time when my house got raided, and that was because of bad decisions that I made to use a bunch of substances while being on a live stream. I actually got quite good results for what I was facing. I received 5 years of probation, which is the maximum amount that can be given out for my charge. I actually think 5 years of probation is insane. That's what happens when they sentence with a fucking hammer. The child charges were unsustainable, and so were the gun charges. People talk about how much it was. It's really, it's not that much. 19 grams is about the size of a ping pong ball. I don't inherently regret my choices. I regret what my choices produced, but I can't say I regret doing fun things when there were no consequences. This is the penance for the sin. But had it never produced the negative result, I wouldn't have been sorry. And I won't be doing it again because I don't want to go to prison. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I made a lot of decisions that were really fucking fun. And I had a great time doing a lot of it. You find out that like the DARE program has completely propagandized. And so you start to go, oh, okay, no, this is actually fine. Like I didn't want to be sober. I have to be and will. I abused substances, I guess, but I just liked them. They were fun. I know if I go out to a club now or go out to a bar now, I could go out to them sober, but I would not be having the fun that my brain thinks it should have. And that reward system's killed. The drugs and alcohol are easy to not do. Like I had a bunch of drugs. I thought drugs were awesome. I still do. That's why people do them. Drugs are awesome. People wouldn't do them if they weren't. They're illegal. And that legality has really fucking dangerous consequences. People do drugs because drugs are awesome. And the awesomeness of them outweighs the risk.
This is the thing, like everyone knows this. Money and opportunity eliminate moral boundaries.
The state said in my case, there are no victims here.
This thing, the only victim of anything I did is me. And
I put my family through living hell. After 5 months of drinking, I was off restrictions. One of the first things that I did, I was so excited. I had bottles of my favorite whiskey. I have been sober since early June. There was a brief period of time, November to April, I was able to partake in an alcoholic beverage. What did I do to merit the government controlling my life to this degree? When you are under the thumb of government, you are not prepared for it. They will violate the rules of evidence. They will violate the rules of civil procedure. They will violate the rules of juvenile procedure. So one side gets to say whatever they want, and they can lie. They can fabricate details. When the state is ready to, they will lie about you. This is a fact. What I've learned is that line that the government put in their complaint was a lie. And by the way, the state worker tried to lie to us. Maybe it's because cops lie a lot of the time. And it involves a government agent lying to the court because you're about to hear a lie from Miss Pierce. The detective, Officer Pomplun, lied. To then have a government come in and be like, you guys must be terrible because some retards lied about you. But I was treated with an uncharacteristic hostility from the detective. Par for the course in how this county has treated my case, which is with no regard to the actual law regarding documents. They have overtly violated the law several times. There's one drug testing facility in this county. Challenging results from that drug testing facility is nigh impossible. A judge ruling against it puts every single drug case in the county in jeopardy because all of it comes with a government gun barrel pointing at that person for the entire time. One of our children was reporting inappropriate behavior by someone who was around and associated with the county government. The people who made the reports, I know exactly who all of them are. Every single story that was reported as part of that initial report, they're all based on truth, and they're all knowing lies. Ben Frill says, next time, hire a better nanny. Oh my God, by the way. My kids have started telling me the stories. I'm not going to share any now of our prior nanny. And I mean, holy shit. Because we have the officers touching my daughter's hair. I'll show you the studies as to how cocaine gets into hair, cocaine specifically. There was some shady stuff about the warrant. And this is the retarded speculation that's been going on this entire time, that I am somehow disrespectful or causing some sort of trouble.
Well, I gave a statement willingly because I wanted to call the cop a pussy a whole bunch. Sorry, I'm kind of an asshole.
You did call the cop a pussy?
Yeah.
What did I do to merit the government controlling my life to this degree? There are some sad, pathetic people who can't realize their own inadequacy. And when that inadequacy manifests and their life suffers consequences because their inability to be introspective, their unwillingness to self-examine or accept criticism or even self-critique, they rewrite their own history. They make up stories. They come up with a timeline and a set of facts that doesn't exist to justify their own failures. No matter how many times those failures were pointed out to them in friendly ways, they just can't do it. Someone else did it to them because it certainly couldn't be their own fault.